Although this is an optional step, I really like shaping the nose of my unicorn. You can see it has that little uplift right there. And I do this. This is a finished head that hasn't been shaped. And I'm just going to cut off a long piece of the same type of yarn I use for the head, which in this case is Bernat Vernilla. And I'm going to come in from the center and a little bit far back. And I'm just going to go right up through round 4 in the middle here and pull it through, but leaving a tail in the back. And then I'm going to go right next to the side and pull that through. See how it makes that little, it kind of tucks it in. And when I'm sewing or shaping anything like this, I like to go every stitch so that like you don't get an extra pucker. It looks more even. So I'm just going to go over in every little gap between the stitches there and lightly tug. You don't want to pull too hard. That'll make it look not as natural. I also kind of like to pinch it down a little bit so that when I'm pushing back down through the face, it's not working as hard to pull it down. I'm helping it with my hands. You see that? And so that's just a little something extra you can do. When you're done, you'll tie off those ends and just weave it back through the head. Moving it around with your hands and getting the stuffing where you want is just as important as actually the sewing part. See how it's got that little end? And it did pucker a little bit, so I'm just using my needle to kind of lift those stitches a little bit so it's not quite as tight in those spots, and then you can't see it quite as well. It looks a little bit more seamless that way.